Hey guys, it's Shereé, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my melanated fabric haul. First things first, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please do subscribe. And if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. Alright, so a couple videos back I mentioned that I placed an order with Melanated Fabrics. If you didn't see that video, Melanated Fabrics is a fabric store that has been created and opened by Mimi G and Brittany Jones here on YouTube. I have been a fan of theirs for about 2 years now. I actually stalked them before I was brave enough to actually purchase my sewing machine or ask my husband to purchase me a sewing machine and get started. I learned a lot of really cool techniques from them, and I really feel as though their channels are extremely helpful for beginning sewists. So as a huge fan of theirs, I knew that I would be purchasing from their store as soon as it launched. So it actually launched on October 25th, and I believe it was like 12:30 in the afternoon. And so I set my alarm, and as soon as I started my lunch break, I went ahead and placed my order immediately. I did place 2 separate orders because I tried to be good. I tried to limit the amount of things that I ordered in my first order, and then I realized I was tripping and that I needed to just get what I wanted, and so I placed a second order. And what ended up happening is the orders that are the items that I selected, even though I purchased them right at the launch day, right at the launch time, they were oversold. So apparently there are a lot of us out there that have similar or same tastes because we bought out all of their fabric and some. So this is something that I'm sure that Mimi G and Brittany will work on in the future, but they did sell more quantity than what they actually had in stock. So it was kind of disappointing to me at first because I realized that I wouldn't be receiving my packages in the next couple of weeks, and I was so excited, especially when I realized that some of the fabrics that they had matched the covers to a couple of patterns that I purchased in my pattern haul video, and I was obsessed with those patterns and how they looked on the model, and I actually wanted to recreate them the way they looked. So I was so excited to be able to purchase the exact fabric, and so I was very attached and super excited to get these fabrics. And I had planned to do some special sewing projects for my birthday using those fabrics, but since they were oversold, it did take a long time for them to come through. As a matter of fact, like I mentioned, I placed these orders on October 25th. I received them yesterday, which is November the 27th. So that's a very long time to receive an order. And as I mentioned before, this is a new fabric store, and they are working out some things as they develop their brand and their business, and I still love them, still want to support them, but I was a little disappointed in receiving my items so late. They did do something, however, that I thought was very generous and sweet, and I'll get into that in a minute. But first thing I want to do is go grab those patterns that I told you that I wanted to purchase fabric to look like. Okay, so the first 2 fabrics that I received were, one, this beautiful fabric here. So gorgeous. If you watched my pattern haul, then you will see that this is a familiar fabric because it is actually the fabric that's in this NewLook N6683 pattern. Now in that video I mentioned that I was drawn to this pattern because the model looked like me. Not that we have the same features, but she's the same complexion as me, she has curly hair like me, and about similar build, right? And so I was like, wow, if she looks that great in that dress, then I'll probably look similar or the same in that dress. So I was on the hunt for this fabric and couldn't find it anywhere, and lo and behold, Mimi and Brittany were selling it on their website. So I was so excited to be able to get this fabric. And one of the things I love about this fabric is that there is a information card here, and it's like a fabric tag, right? So on the front it says the name of the company, Melanated Fabrics, and on the back it tells you what it is. This is a Georgette dot fabric, and it is in the color Rust. It's 100% polyester. The width is 58 by 59 inches, which is a lot of fabric. I'm so excited about that. And then it gives the care instructions. So this is crucial. I have placed so many orders with different fabric companies, and they don't share the actual care instructions in the box. If you want to know how to care for the fabric, you have to go to their website, pull up the fabric that you purchased, and read about it there. Now, the problem with that is when they discontinue a fabric, or if they sell out of a fabric, they will remove it from their website most times, and then you cannot access care instructions for that particular fabric anymore. So it's kind of frustrating, especially for someone who is new to different types of fabric and you may not have your hands on a handle on how to care for the different types of fabric. I do have a book that shares with me how to identify fabric and also how to care for it, but having a card like this and being able to just clip a little square of the fabric with the card and put it in my fabric swatch booklet is so nice. So that's such a nice touch that I'm glad that they included. All right, so the second fabric that I received in that order was this gorgeous corduroy. Guys, I don't think I've ever felt corduroy like this before in my life. First of all, look at the drape on this guy. Look at this. It's so nice. It's not heavy, it's not stiff. Now, this is not a stretch corduroy. I mean, it has a tiny bit, but I don't think it's advertised as being a stretch corduroy. It's just a really nice, drapey, soft, fine corduroy. So the little corduroy strips are very fine. As a matter of fact, when I showed my mom this fabric, she said, "That's not corduroy." I said, "No, it really is." And it's just so incredibly soft. Now, unfortunately, I had already taken off the fabric information card so that I could wash it, and I forgot to bring it over here to film this video, so I can't tell you the care instructions, but I can tell you that this is the softest corduroy that I have ever purchased, and it's perfect for what I plan to use it for, and that is for a shirt dress. I plan on making the McCall R10729, which is this version C here. It's a long version. It's going to be gorgeous, and I'm so excited that I actually picked this up. It is such high quality. I mean, I don't think I've ever felt a corduroy this soft. I don't know how many times I can say that. This is just really gorgeous, high quality stuff. Now, I will say that the fabrics on this website are a bit pricey, and not to say that other stores don't share the same price range, because Joann's also has very similar fabrics to what I purchased at a similar price point. However, with Joann's, there's coupons and special deals and sales that are happening or whatever that make it a little bit more attainable for somebody that has a very specific budget. But I want to tell you that I feel like this is 100% worth what I paid for it, because it's so luxurious feeling. So if you feel like treating yourself, this is definitely something that I think everyone should try. It would make really great trousers, really great shirts. I just think it's great. And so I'm really looking forward to making my shirt dress, or even maybe a skirt, because I think I have enough fabric to do both out of this fabric. So that's really great. Okay, so those are the two things that came in my first order. There was a third item that was in that order, but I was informed by Brittany. She called me actually on my phone, and she told me that that one, the manufacturer actually sent them an update, and the fabric wouldn't be in for another month or something like that. And so she's like, "That's way too long for you to wait for your fabric, so we're going to cancel that part of your order and issue you a refund." And so she did that, and I'm a little disappointed to not have it, only because I've seen other people share that fabric on their channel, and I was like, oh my god, it's gorgeous. But at the end of the day, she's right. It would have taken a very long time for me to receive that fabric, and I would have been disappointed in receiving it late. So if I do run across that fabric on another website, or maybe they repost it in the future, I will definitely try to purchase it again. All right, so the other thing that happened is that one of the sweater knits that I had purchased was actually not restocked. So when I purchased these sweater knits, I was told that they were oversold, and that Mimi G actually said in an email they were oversold, and that she would be willing to add an additional amount of fabric to my order to make up for the fact that I would be waiting for a long time to receive them. I was okay with that. And then Brittany actually when she called me, explained that one of the colors they actually didn't restock. So I was a little disappointed because I had paid for the fabric and then I had waited for the fabric, and it's about a month, right, that I waited for the fabric, only to hear that they actually didn't restock the fabric that I was waiting for. So it was probably an accident, and this is a new company for them, and there's some things that they will have to work out in the future. But she's so nice, and they have such great style that I had complete faith in her, because she did mention that there were other colorways, and I told her, hey, you know what, you have a great eye, I trust you, just replace the item with another color, and I'm okay with that. I don't want you to cancel the order, because I did have sewing plans for the fabric already, things that I'd like to make for family members for Christmas, as well as something that I wanted to make for myself, and so I didn't want to cancel the fabric order. So she did. So she picked another colorway, and the color that she chose I think is probably better than the color that I initially wanted. The color I wanted was actually a really deep mulberry type of color, berry color. So this is the color that she actually sent, and you guys know I love bright blue colors. This is such a great sweater knit, perfect weight for a dress, a cardigan. You could make a skirt out of this. It's so nice. It has really great stretch to it. It's not just two-directional stretch. This is the stretchiest way, but there actually is still a little stretch in this way as well. I just think it's so great, and I did purchase 3 colors. And so the plan with this color is going to be to make my mother-in-law a beautiful sweater, as well as possibly some slipper boots. This would be the outer layer of the slipper boots, and I love it so much. I do want to share the measurement, because that was something that I was completely impressed by. So the measurement of the fabric is actually 65 inches, which is huge. That's a very large width, and the fabric content is 70% rayon and 30% acrylic. It's so soft, you guys. It's extremely soft. But so anyway, she sent me actually 3.5 yards of this, and I purchased 3 yards. So I thought that was incredibly generous, and I'm so appreciative of the additional yardage. Now the color that I was most excited about actually did come, and it is this lovely rust color here. It's like an orangey reddish rust color, and I wanted this fabric so much because it is actually the dress, or the fabric used for the dress in the NewLook N6683. This was another pattern that I hauled and I fell in love with based off of the way the model wore it, and I wanted this fabric so badly, and again couldn't find it anywhere, and so I saw that they had it on their website. I got 3 yards of this, and they actually sent 3.25 yards of this fabric, so thank you so much for the extra yardage. I do appreciate that. And then the third colorway is this really great color here. It reminds me of like an oatmeal type of color, and I believe, yes, they call it camel. So this is their camel colored cable knit, or sweater knit, and I love it. It's soft, it's gorgeous. This also is 3.25 yards, and I paid for 3 yards. So anyways, thank you for the additional yardage. I do want to say that while I did experience some trouble receiving my order, I'm extremely pleased with what I received. The quality is unmatched. I mean, all of these fabrics are so luxurious, so beautiful, and just so nice. I mean, I don't regret my purchase at all. I'm very pleased with everything that I received, and I do plan on placing another order with them after the holidays. Now, I do believe that their Black Friday sale is still going on, so if you did want to purchase something that I've shared here, or something else on their website, they are offering 20% off. So do check them out. And I just love it. I mean, I know that some of the kinks that they had with their website and, you know, ordering and everything will probably be worked out, or have already been worked out by this point. And they're just really great women. I definitely have learned a lot from them and their YouTube channels, and I support them 100%. And so I am happy with my purchases, and I am happy with the level of communication that they provided with regards to my orders. Now, you guys know when you place orders with companies, they will never give you a call about your order. Like, that is unheard of. Or they have an automated system to send you emails, but let me tell you, Mimi and Brittany are actually filling the orders, and contacting customers themselves. And I just think that that just brings a whole nother level of their dedication to their customers and the service that they can provide to us. So thank you so much for all of your hard work, and thank you so much for the beautiful curated fabrics. I cannot tell you, I'm gonna be so scared to cut into all these fabrics just because they're so beautiful. But I really appreciate what I received, and I hope that you guys check them out. And also I hope that you consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And also I just signed up with Ko-Fi, so you can buy me a coffee if you want to. No pressure, no obligation. Anyone that does, the money does go towards my channel. I do plan on upgrading my camera equipment so that I can provide better videos for you, as well as hopefully share some sew-alongs. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.